Episode 280 of the Week in Review.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto.
What is going on, guys? Bloodline back with another video. Today we have Monday Night Raw and Friday Night Smackdown from this past week in one video in two WWE action figure setup styles. This is episode 280 of the Week in Review, man. We're almost at 300 episodes. You guys know my goal. By 300 episodes, I want 300,000 subscribers. Can we make that happen? If you're new, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, tell your friends to subscribe. Let's make this happen. Without further ado, let's talk about Monday Night Raw from Riyadh, dude. They stayed in Riyadh for Monday Night Raw. They're headed back to the U.S. for Smackdown. So we are going to talk about Raw from Riyadh. We have the show with some pretty insane controversy here between Liv Raquel and Bianca and Jade. Liv Morgan was stirring the pot between these two Deadpool girls. They were dressed as Deadpool, which I thought was so dope. Liv Morgan basically said, oh, we all know Bianca's just going to eventually turn on Jade. She was just stirring the pot between the two, and that's kind of what I've been saying. But opposite, though. I've been saying Jade's going to turn on Bianca. But Liv Morgan also sees through the lies. Me and Liv Morgan think the same. How cool is that? It kind of started breaking down, and then Adam Pearce came out and announced that there's going to be a battle royal to determine Liv Morgan's #1 contender. So we did have that battle royal next after the calamity between Bianca, Jade, and, Raquel and Liv. I did like this opening promo, planting the seed for the future heel turn of Jade or Bianca. We'll see. That battle royal was awesome. We had pretty mumuch all the current women in there that are on Monday Night Raw. Anybody you could think of. Maxine Dupree, Sonya Deville, Ivy Nile, whole 9 yards. Everybody from the roster was basically in there. I even saw Natalya, bro. You did have Liv Morgan and Raquel still on ringside, so both of them screwed over Bianca and Jade, eliminating them both at the same time. I thought they were going to do an angle in the ring where one of these two would have to eliminate each other. I thought that would have been cool, but Liv and Raquel screwed both of them over. They chased them out of the arena, and then we're left with an interesting final two. It was Lyra Valkyria and Io Sky. I know that's Xia Li, but I kind of posed that as my Lyra Valkyria figure. Oh, the ending spot was insane, dude. Io Sky does a suplex on the freaking hardest part of the ring, the apron. Lyra Valkyria has no way to hold on. She falls out of the ring. Io Sky wins the match. Io Sky is the #1 contender for Liv Morgan's women's championship. That is going to be a fire match. Do I see Io winning? Probably not, but it's still going to be good. I enjoyed this battle royal a lot. New Day was getting interviewed backstage, and it's your classic current New Day controversy between Woods and Kingston. But that's not really what I want to talk about here. That gets interrupted by this crazy Heath Ledger Joker style of very creepy videos here. So Bo Dallas had abducted The Miz, put a freaking Uncle Howdy mask on him, taped his lips, and this just gave me Joker vibes. This was freaking menacing. This was awesome. Riot 6 abducted The Miz. They literally did. They were assaulting him in this video package. Bo Dallas said, you lied about me. They even showed an old B-team clip, a B-team clip with Curtis Axel in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Bo Dallas said he's not after the final testament. He wants The Miz. And then Dexter Lumis came up from behind and kind of got The Miz, and the video ended. But this was so good. I loved this segment. It's a tag team match between the Viking Idiots. I'm kidding. The War Raiders. Eric and Ivar. They are no longer the Viking Idiots. They've turned it up to another level. They're the War Raiders again. Eric, Ivar versus the controversial New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Match was pretty good up until the end where there was a little miscommunication. Xavier Woods tagged himself in, and when it looked like Kofi Kingston was about to hit the Trouble in Paradise and win the match, so Woods tags himself in. It all breaks down. Kingston gets out of the ring, and Xavier Woods gets double teamed by Eric and Ivar, and they pin him 1, 2, 3. Xavier Woods was the cause of this loss, man. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. The slowest heel turn of all time from Xavier Woods. It's gonna happen, man. Xavier is gonna turn on Kofi Kingston, and we're all waiting for it. But hey, good for the War Raiders. They took a dub against the New Day. Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso in the same ring. This segment was awesome. Starting with Sami. Sami would get interrupted by Jey, and then they would both get interrupted by Jimmy. It was freaking amazing. Jimmy doesn't trust Sami. Jey thinks Sami is brother-in now. He called him Sami Uso. Jey trusts Sami. Jimmy doesn't. Sami doesn't trust Jimmy. There's a lot of controversy going on. So what Jey Uso said, first he called him Sami Uso, and he said he loves him. He's his brother, but Jimmy's not on the same page. So he's like, Sami, come to SmackDown this Friday, and let's talk it over with the Tribal Chief. Let's all talk. Let's all talk. Let's make this happen for War Games. Come on, baby. Come on. This segment was so good. There were some other really good things said in this promo. I can't think of it all right now, but this was really good. You got that brand new Elite Series 113 Dragon Lee. Man, this match was so good. Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable. LWO versus American Made. This was so good, man. Suplex after suplex, bro. Like, the hard-hitting moves in this match. We did see Selena Vega and Ivy Nile get into it on ringside because they had a controversy in the Battle Royal earlier in the show because I believe Selena eliminated Ivy, so they were still beefing on ringside. Rey Mysterio came out to try to even things up, and that led to Chad Gable's loss. Chad Gable would lose to Dragon Lee clean, basically. I mean, obviously there was a little outside interference, but, I mean, dude, Dragon Lee beats Chad Gable, the captain of American Made. That's huge for Dragon Lee. Did anybody else absolutely love this interview, man? Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser backstage. This was so dang good, man. So first of all, Gunther was asked about his loss to Cody Rhodes in the Crown Jewel Championship little thing at Crown Jewel, and Gunther was kind of cut off because Ludwig kind of butted in, and Ludwig's like, no, Gunther got cheated. Cody did all this. Cody did all that. No. And then Gunther's like, no, Cody was the better man. Cody pinned me 1, 2, 3. He did it. I need to do better, and you need to do better. We need to do better. Gunther owned up to his mistake. He owned up to his loss at Crown Jewel. What a growing champion. That is so cool. And I felt the controversy between Ludwig and Gunther. Was I the only one that felt that? And our main event of the show, it was the #1 contendership for the World's Heavyweight Championship that Gunther currently holds. Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Sheamus, and Seth Rollins. This match was amazing, but let's all be honest. We were just waiting on Bronson Reed, and he came out. Seth Rollins thought he was done with Reed. Absolutely not. Reed is not done with Seth. Reed doesn't only attack Seth. He attacked Priest. He attacked Sheamus. He didn't attack Dominic because Dominic was kind of hiding out on ringside, but he mainly would attack Seth. Send him through the announce desk with a tsunami. Absolutely insane. Reed would get out of there. Dominic Mysterio had me thinking that he was going to win this match, bro. He was waiting for Bronson Reed to walk away. I thought he was going to pin Sheamus. Luckily, Priest broke it up, and Priest would eventually hit a South of Heaven on Dominic to win the match. Damian Priest is the #1 contender. Damian Priest will have his redemption. He will have his rematch against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm so hyped about it. They went face-to-face at the end of the show. Really got a good feel for what their match is going to be like. I'm really excited about that. So happy Priest is #1 contender. That's awesome. And I'm actually really glad that Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins is continuing, because Reed needs to pin Seth Rollins. That definitely needs to happen. As far as Raw from Riyadh, I absolutely loved this episode, man. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I loved like every match and every segment. I thought it was so good. Am I overreacting? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. My favorite moment was easily the Sammy Uso promo. So good. And my favorite match, believe it or not, was Chad Gable versus Dragon Lee. I loved that match. Overall, this Raw was freaking fantastic. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. And let's jump into the Blue Brand Smackdown. Let's go. Friday Night Smackdown from Buffalo, New York. Oh my gosh, what an episode. We are going to talk about it right now. Yes, it's my giraffe, Roman Reigns. We opened up the show with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. They would both get interrupted by Sammy and Jey Uso. I see what I did there, Sammy Uso. Well, no. It wouldn't be Sammy Uso yet, because Sammy said, okay, I'll join the Bloodline again. Roman seemed down for it. He's got the yeet on his new OTC shirt. Did anybody notice that? Sami Zayn wanted an apology, but not for himself. He wanted it for Jey Uso. Roman Reigns ain't apologizing to nobody. I don't care if this is a new Roman Reigns. That is not happening. So Roman Reigns basically trolled us. He's like, I apologize that I had to listen to all this bull crap. And then Sammy kind of walked out. And then it kind of ends with Jacob Fatu on the Titantron. Him cutting a promo to end this promo. I thought it was really cool. He was just backstage, talking some crap with Solo and stuff, but I thought it was a pretty cool way to end this little promo here. It didn't end in a brawl. How crazy is that? Just wait a little bit. We got more to talk about. Randy Orton wanted a piece of Kevin Owens, and he did get a piece of Kevin Owens, but not in the way that I think he wanted. He would eat a pile driver from KO, because KO came out, he interrupted Randy Orton. Well, Randy Orton wanted a piece of him, so Kevin Owens comes out with a really cool shirt saying, Kevin is right. They sell that shirt. I might actually pick that one up. I thought it was a really funny shirt. But he did drop the pile driver on Randy Orton, and it was like the safest pile driver of all time. Randy Orton's head didn't even connect with the mat, but they edited the replay to look like it was brutal. But I guess the move was banned, so they were really putting it over as like Kevin Owens just like crippled Randy Orton. So Randy Orton got taken away in a freaking ambulance. Owens. He was on a stretcher, a whole 9 yards. Cody was there, literally like comforting him. They locked him up on the gurney. They put him in the ambulance. Ambulance drove away. I was like, oh my gosh, they're really selling this. Like Randy Orton just got literally like heavily injured by Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens is on a warpath still. I'm surprised he didn't come back and attack like the ambulance and tip over the stretcher. And like, I think that would have added so much more to Kevin Owens here if he like assaulted Randy Orton on the stretcher. I think that would have been so much cooler. But he did drop the pile driver on Randy Orton, and it was a super big deal, I guess. Kevin Owens is still on a warpath, and I absolutely love it. I love this new side of Kevin Owens, him just this crazy psychotic heel, and he doesn't give a damn about anybody's well-being. He's just there to freaking kick some ass. I think it's great. Candice LeRae went one-on-one with Bayley. This was probably the weakest match of the night. I do not like Candice LeRae, as most of you guys know, but Bayley would put her away because Candice LeRae would try to fake an injury. It wouldn't work out. Bayley's a veteran. She knew it was coming, so she was able to stack her up, pin her. 1, 2, 3. Easy dub for Bayley. Talking about a guy who means business. Johnny Gargano was backstage talking with freaking Motor City Machine Guns, and Tommaso Ciampa was getting all heated because he's like, no, we're their enemies. We need to take them out. We need their titles. We need to be hungry. Tommaso Ciampa's been very aggressive ever since taking a couple losses recently, so he took on Pretty Deadly in a 1-on-2 handicap match. At least it felt like it. No, it was a regular tag match, but he never tagged in Johnny Gargano. Tommaso Ciampa took care of business all by himself, destroyed Elton Prince, destroyed Kit Wilson, and would hit the fairy tale ending to win the match. Never tagged in Johnny Gargano. I thought this was great. Tommaso Ciampa means business. He wants tag team gold, and I feel like he's going to get it soon if he stays aggressive like this. But Gargano needs to get on an aggressive side too if Ciampa is going to be on this aggressive side. I love this new DIY. Tiffany Stratton got her and Nia Jax a tag team matchup against the women's tag team champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, and it would backfire on her because Candice LeRae decided to come out, and then Naomi would come out, take out Candice LeRae, get taken out by Nia Jax, and then Nia Jax would be taken out by Jade Cargill, leading to Bianca Belair hitting KOD, the kiss of death, to Tiffany Stratton to pick up the victory. Yes, I know that was a lot, but in a nutshell, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair picked up the victory, retained their tag team gold, and they are looking pretty unstoppable, but it's only a matter of time until Jade Cargill turns on Bianca. I've been saying it for a while. That's how I think it's going to go, because I do not see Bianca Belair going heel. There's no way. She's like the biggest babyface in the women's division. Like, literally, she cannot go heel. Oh, by the way, Naomi's going to be getting her women's championship match next week against Nia Jax. I think that's awesome, because remember, she pinned her. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns, the current WWE Tag Team Champions, went up against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in tag team action. I actually loved this match, dude. MCMG is freaking amazing. They're so good, bro. I love that tag team, and how they're already tag team champions is insane. They fought A-Town Down Under. They would pick up the victory using their double team tactics. They are just a great freaking tag team. I'm surprised they haven't broken up Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, by the way. I feel like this like needs to come sooner than later, because I feel like Austin Theory is the future of WWE. Hate me for saying that or not. Like, he's literally the future of WWE, whether you like it or not. It is. He's so freaking talented. MCMG take the dub. They look amazing. Later backstage, the Motor City Machine Guns would be approached by DIY, who want a match, but they were too slow to ask for the match because the Street Profits already got their tag team title match for next week when they face Motor City Machine Guns. But you better watch out for DIY. They could interfere in that match. This was crazy. I didn't hear anything, any rumors or anything about this, but obviously that's The Miz. I'm posting that as Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis would introduce a brand new championship, that being the Women's United States Championship. I find that absolutely insane. If you're wondering how I made that, I just used an NXT women's title and I replaced the plate. I just put the plate in there, which it's super easy to do if you guys want to do it. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck? Nick Aldis just announced a mid-card women's championship. I think that's freaking awesome. But does that mean on Raw, Adam Pearce is going to announce a women's intercontinental title? It's possible. I mean, I feel like if SmackDown has a mid-card title, Raw needs a mid-card title for the women. Absolutely. And we ended the show with an absolute bang. Roman Reigns would confront Solo Sikoa and all of his bloodline, and he would get assaulted. He would get absolutely beat up after he refused to acknowledge the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. But before that beatdown, Solo Sikoa would announce he wants to go to war. He wants war games. Solo Sikoa's bloodline wants to fight Roman and his bloodline in war games. We have been waiting for this match announcement for ages, but they need 5 guys. Who's going to be the 5th man on Solos? Who's going to be the 5th man on Romans? Obviously, Roman at this time only has 3, but Sammy would eventually join Roman here. It was freaking amazing. The way that they did the Sammy turn was just so perfect. They couldn't have done it any better. Solo was holding Roman, holding them up for Sammy to deliver a kick to Roman, but then Sammy would kick Solo, and then they'd all brawl it out. They'd take him out. Roman Reigns would spear Solo, and him and Sammy and Jay and Jimmy, they would all throw their ones to the sky. It was just amazing. Like, gosh, man. But who's going to be their 5th member? You got to think The Rock is going to be involved somehow in one of the teams. Maybe Solo's team, probably. But who are they going to get as their 5th? Like, it is such a big question. I have a lot of questions after this SmackDown. But Sami Zayn is back with the Bloodline. It is Sami Uso with the Bloodline. Yeet. Let's go. This was such a sick way to end the show. That was SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style from Buffalo, New York. This show gets a freaking 8 out of 10 from me. Favorite moment, Sami and Roman easily. Favorite match, it's going to be Grayson Waller and Austin Theory versus MCMG. That match was freaking fantastic. Let me know your thoughts on both shows down in the comment section down below, both SmackDown and Raw. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I am going to be reviewing Trick Williams. No, not yet. We are going to be reviewing Trick Williams soon, but as you can see, he's up there waiting to be unboxed. I will be doing the Chicago Toy Show haul tomorrow in person, so make sure to stay tuned for that video. It's going to be an absolute banger, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Week in Review. Bretto Live is signing out.